Steady trying to find a motive. Why do what I do? I ain't cut my grass. It ain't growing through. So guess what's gonna happen to me? I'm gonna get locked up. They won't let me out. Oh no, they won't let me out. Homeowners Association locks this woman up because she won't cut her grass. Oh, wait a second. It's even worse than that because I live in a neighborhood that has a homeowners association and you're supposed to cut your grass or you can get fined. This woman's grass was cut. It just wasn't growing to no fault of her own. Let's check out this video and see exactly what happened because this is the craziest homeowners association I've ever seen in my life. To the extremes that they went to is going to blow y'all mind. Let's get it.
The team has investigated a lot of complaints involving HOAs and how they use their power, but we've never seen anything quite like this.
Yeah, so the woman in the mugshot right here wanted us to tell you her story, and she wanted us to show you her mugshot. She was arrested and spent a week in jail for what started out as an HOA complaint over her lawn.
You heard that right. She spent a week in jail over a homeowners association complaint.
A complaint.
A complaint, yeah. She didn't even commit no crime. It was just a homeowners. I didn't even know you can get charged.
It was probably the dude who runs it. So he pulled the card, you know.
This is the craziest thing I ever heard. Can you imagine this? Let's see, this poor woman. I'm only a few seconds into the story and I'm thinking to myself, this poor woman.
Feel humiliated about the whole thing, you know, like I kind of got my head down because this is so embarrassing.
Well, tonight, investigative reporter.
I just want to say there's no reason for this woman to hang her head and feel embarrassed. The homeowners association is the ones who should be embarrassed here.
Adam Walser there revealing how she wound up behind bars and caught up with the HOA's attorney to ask about his involvement.
This is what they were showing in court.
Wait, did you see that dude, Eddie?
No.
Look at that dude, man. This is the homeowners association's attorney. That dude right there. You see him? Mm-hmm. Does he look like the type of guy who would put you in jail for not having your grass the right way?
Pretty much.
Yeah, he looks like you would expect him to look for somebody who would want somebody put in jail because they didn't have their grass green enough.
To ask about his involvement.
This is what they were showing in court, like pictures of the brown grass.
Yep.
The grass isn't always green in Irina Green's yard, thanks to a big tree that you can see in this drone video, and a drought that led the county to impose watering restrictions last year didn't help.
Looks like you got some pieces of sod here.
Green says her yard is far from the worst.
Wait a second. I seen some green there, right? It wasn't all brown. They had a little green on the grass.
She kind of needed to cut her shit a little bit.
I mean, a little bit, right? I mean, weed eating. I'm saying though.
Gonna come and put you on television.
But I'm saying though, we are this far into the video. You know the woman went to jail for this.
Yeah, that's extremely.
Can you say the word stupid? Or is there another word you can use for somebody going to jail for not having green grass?
Fuck, there's some states where you can't even grow grass in your yard. Imagine that.
In Riverview's Creekview subdivision.
If you drive around my neighborhood,
If you're watching this video and you're thinking about moving to Creekview, please put that on pause and do not take out a mortgage to move in Creekview.
Because they get drove your grass is brown in a drought.
It put you in a
drought, bro.
In a drought. That's what this was, a drought.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they can fine you.
there's plenty of yards that are not up to par.
But so far, she's the only homeowner to actually...
I want to say something for a second, though, too. If I'm part of the homeowners association, this is a nice looking family. This is the type of family you want in your neighborhood. These look like nice, decent people, you know what I mean? And you're going to sweat them behind petty things on their houses that you might not think is up to par. Man.
For failing to keep her yard up to her HOA standards. It all started with notices from the HOA's management company.
And it went from the grass being brown to, there's a dent in my garage.
Dents too small to see from the road.
That was a part of my court case.
Green was also cited for having a dirty mailbox covered in mildew due to shade and moisture from that same tree.
I would assume you could probably clean that whole mailbox
Yeah.
in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
And for having a cargo van similar to other ones.
Wait a second, there go that cargo van. You know, when I was locked up in prison, there was always this stigma and this joke, excuse me, this joke that people would tell about people who drove these vans. These vans, you know, kind of like the Mystery Machine van in Scooby-Doo, right? They have this persona with them. When you see these vans with the dark tinted windows, they expect to be some dude with one of those build trucker hats, kind of like I got on, except wearing it forward, and he got those Jeffrey Dahmer Raper Man glasses. You know, the ones got that front like this? I'm saying, though, that's what they say. And they say he riding around with a bag of candy.
The raper bands.
That's what they call them, the Raper Bands. Not Ray-Bans, you know, Raper Bands,
Yeah, I
Ray
know,
Bans.
bro.
That's cold, huh? But that's what they say. And they say, well, one thing they used to say all the time in jail, because they used to have some dudes in there that was in there on them charges, you know, them sick charges, messing with them children. And they used to be like, yeah, man, I know you had one of them vans, man, wearing your Raper bands, and had that bag of candy going to the playground, you know? And they'd be like, want some candy? Remember that Predator movie, Want Some Candy? That's what this van is. But anyway, that's jumping off the topic. The woman shouldn't have been bothered behind her van.
In the neighborhood. The HOA filed a lawsuit against Green in Hillsborough County Court, demanding she correct the violations. She represented herself, preparing handwritten explanations that the HOA and judge rejected.
Yeah, everybody who lives in a neighborhood with homeowners association has a big wad of cash sitting in the side so they can pay their attorney to fight their case because the mailbox had mildew on it. This is the stupidest thing. Homeowners Association of Creekview, if you watching this, y'all pathetic.
Last July, in which the judge gave her an ultimatum.
My grass had to be brung up to par. He said, you can get seeds, you can do something, but you got 30 days to get it corrected. I said, fine. You know, he said, and if it's not done in 30 days, you're going to go to jail.
Irene says she spent the next month correcting the violations.
I sold my van to comply. My mailbox was clean. I bought seeds and watered my grass.
But she missed her next court date.
I was supposed to receive documentation. Nothing was sent to my home. And I reached out to the courthouse several times to try to find out when was my court date.
The judge signed an order holding Green in contempt of court and issued a warrant for her arrest.
Bruh,
But when could the homeowners association ever put you in jail?
they did right here because the judge,
The only thing I could see is them forcing you to sell the house.
and that's what I was getting into that. You jumped the
That's
gun.
as far as it could go.
That's what I think the homeowners association can force you to sell a house, or there may be some kind of clause where the homeowners association can actually take the house and take possession of the house if you don't fall into compliance. So maybe there's somebody who's involved with the homeowners association that really wants this woman's house. Look,
That's
if
all
it's
it is.
usually
They
deeper,
just-
it probably is deeper.
They just want them out the neighborhood. They just looking for anything that.
They want to run them out the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's all
Listen,
it
I don't know what the demographics of the neighborhood is, but this case is obviously a very extreme case, and it does not look good on the homeowners association, the attorney, or the judge who's involved in this case. I've been going in and out of court most of my young life for criminal charges. I have rarely seen where people were in contempt of court, and if they called the judge or called the DA and said, hey, look, I didn't make it to court, even if they missed it, they would still take the warrant off and not put them in jail. This woman gets a warrant for not showing up behind a homeowners association's complaint.
Usually they just leave the warrant open. They don't go looking for you.
They don't go looking
If
for
they
you.
happen to pull you over for whatever and you got the warrant, they get you.
Well, let's see what this poor woman got to go through.
HOA attorney's request.
It is pretty extreme. It certainly is, yeah.
We asked Stetson Law Professor Paul Boudreau what he makes of this case.
I think it's pretty rare in a civil case for someone to have a contempt order.
Green was pulled over by a sheriff's deputy in late May after picking up her 15-year-old daughter from cheerleading practice.
Wait, hold up, though. Go say what you're going to say. I'm going to tell you, I don't think I think they waited for an opportune moment to arrest her.
I think they just pulled her over for some random shit. And
See,
she
I
had
think the
the open
opposite.
warrant.
So you from a small town, bro. Bell Chase. If y'all don't know about Bell Chase, go look it up. Everybody's connected.
I mean, I didn't live there long though.
But you know what I'm talking about. Small, how the small, everybody knew everybody. Well, when I ran into them police in Bell Chase, they reminded me of the type that knew everybody and they was going to take you to jail. I ain't never been brought to jail in Bell Chase, but it reminds me of the system where cops.
They brought us there.
Oh, when we were young, they brought us to jail. Yeah, when I'm not even younger than teenagers. We were like, how old were you when that happened?
Yeah, I don't even want to put that story out. That shit's hilarious.
It's already out there now. They locked us. They locked all of us up. All of our. The only one who they didn't lock up was I think our youngest cousin wasn't there, and our female cousin. I don't think she was there, but all the rest of us went to jail. We ain't gonna tell a story. Eddie's embarrassed.
That shit was on my birthday too.
It was. We all got locked up in Bell Chase. We're gonna jump back into the story.
When I got out, he said, "Miss Green, do you know that you have a warrant for your arrest?"
She was taken to the Orient Road Jail.
If they got you handcuffed behind your back?
Yes, I'm treated like a criminal.
At the jail, she got more bad news.
There was no bond, so I couldn't even go home to my family. I sat in there for
Damn. How much could the bond be on that shit? And they couldn't even give her that.
I mean, think about it. Dudes are getting bonds for murking 3 and 4 people.
For molesting children.
Yeah, for doing that, that essay into children. They're getting bonds for that, and they're getting out and waiting for court. But this woman's grass wasn't green enough.
And she don't even get a bond.
She don't get no bond. This is some gangster stuff, man.
If I was her, I would sell that shit.
You would? You'd just be done with the neighborhood?
I'd price it for extremely ridiculous overprice.
And
just dare one of them to come buy it from me if y'all want the shit.
If y'all want it that bad, yeah.
Yeah, come get it. 100 over cost. 100 over for the going price.
They might take it. There might be something more to the story. I think there is, personally.
7 days in the jailhouse, like a criminal.
To be incarcerated without bond is certainly an extreme measure and is pretty rare.
Now, there's a mugshot of you right now.
Yep.
How did that make you feel, just to be put in those orange clothes?
It makes me feel horrible. Like I work hard. I work hard to buy this home, for me and my kids in a better neighborhood and environment, and to be taken to jail and to be treated like that for brown grass at my own home, it's horrible.
David Layers of Palm Beach.
She keep that stash trimmed up though.
Oh, don't mess with that lady like that, man. This poor lady got enough, man. Wait, hold on. This is a sweet lady, man. She got enough going on, man. You just calling out what you see. Wax on, wax off.
Presents homeowners in cases against HOAs. His law partner wrote the best-selling book, Bad HOA.
You have an HOA who was quick to go after her and to use the full force that they are entitled to.
Have you ever heard of it getting to this point where someone actually goes to jail?
I have not seen that. To be clear, the association does not have the power to put you in jail.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they do, bro.
The judge put her in jail because she missed a court date.
Yeah.
To bring everything up to par that was
but that's almost like
on her house.
That's got to be almost like civil court type thing.
It's already in civil court because the homeowners association has a civil dispute. But to put her in jail because she didn't show up and she had met the compliance of everything from what we're seeing. Hey, the grass didn't grow the way the homeowners association wanted it to.
I mean, Neighborhood Watch can't even put you in jail.
No, they can't. They can't touch you.
Criminal activity.
No, they can make a citizen's arrest if you're doing a crime, I guess.
Yeah, the homeowners association. There's no way they can.
The homeowners associations.
They just scared her, and I guarantee that judge is.
He knows
somebody.
somebody in the neighborhood, or he's friends and he's chops it up with somebody. He drinks with him. He hangs out with him. They're related to him. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's something deeper to the story, to where they put this woman in jail.
Certainly, the judge had the right to do it. I think perhaps
just because you have a right to do something as a judge doesn't mean you should. There's a reason that nobody I know, if you're watching this and you heard of somebody going to jail because they didn't have their yard up to par for the homeowners association, please chime in the comments. I ain't never heard of that. There's a reason that they making a big deal about this case. This dude wrote a book on bad homeowners associations, and he said he never heard of an extreme case where someone went to jail for it. This woman is breaking trends.
would be more lenient remedies.
Green's sister-in-law, who is a paralegal, filed a petition 6 days after she was incarcerated, requesting an emergency hearing.
And I went to court, and I had to be shackled from my hands to my feet.
And you're there in civil county court,
Hold
right?
on. I got to go back, y'all. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. You know, if you've been to jail, you know what this is. Hold on. See if I can play this again. I want to show y'all something.
And I had to be shackled from my hands.
Right there. There they go. There go them shower slides. That's what you wear inside the parish jail or the county jail if you're from outside of Louisiana. That is them Bob Barkers. Did y'all know that Bob Barker from The Price is Right, from what I understand, is the one who runs Barker Enterprises. That's what they say. That was the rumor inside the prison system. And he sells these slippers. He sells all kind of stuff, deodorant and everything, Bob Barker Enterprises. So all the stuff, these slippers and these socks and all, they come from Bob Barker Enterprise.
That boy's a hustler, man.
You got to make, I mean, it's a guarantee, you know what I mean? They're going to buy, you got to provide, in the United States, you got to provide inmates with clothing articles. So Bob Barker's like, yeah, I can make these in Wuhan, China somewhere for like 2 pennies, and I could sell them to the state for $2. That's a big come up. I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just saying it's something stupid like that.
And you're there in civil county court, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one wearing orange, right?
Yeah, the only one.
Green's relatives sent pictures of the yard and other evidence.
Yeah, when she came in, they were like, what you in for? She's like,
Moldy
mailboxes.
moldy mailbox and brownish green grass.
And they're like, oh, you had that brownish green grass?
Yeah, that Tijuana special.
Oh, you had pounds of it? That's what they're going to ask. And she's going to be like, nah, my grass wouldn't grow. They'd be like, damn, you were feeding the Gatorade?
The wildest part is they ain't even played a race card yet.
No.
This is one where you might be able to, bro.
That's the crazy thing,
This
y'all.
is one where it possibly could be.
This might be a racist instance, and this lady has not mentioned race at all yet. Neither has the news media, and this actually might be a legitimate
This one could
racist
be one.
issue.
That's how you know they're decent people.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
The judge, a different one than the judge who issued the arrest warrant. Green says an attorney for the HOA opposed her release.
He says, well, it hasn't been resodded. The whole yard needs to be.
Bitch, do I look like Hank Hill? Talking about you could resod your grass in a drought.
But the audacity of the Homeowners Association's attorney to say he don't want keep her locked up.
Yeah, bro.
And she's like, not from those pictures that I see. She's like, no, I want her released immediately.
So you were going to sit in jail while they resided your yard?
Yeah, he wanted me to continue to sit.
Till that grass grows green, you're gonna sit up. You're gonna sit up in that cell. We'll let you know as soon as it gets all the way green, you'll be let out. But it's almost winter time. Well, you might be in here till next spring.
They're gonna be mad at trees
And
don't
not
got
come home
leaves.
to my family.
Yeah. Then she's gonna get you getting an extra year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit you with a felony, man.
Mildew mailbox, dents on the garage,
And
brown
orange
grass,
fucking leaves on your
orange
tree.
leaves. Yeah, you done. But it's a drought. Yeah, it's your fault.
Released on the judge's order.
I'm Adam. I'm with ABC Action News.
We caught up with Creekview HOA attorney Francis Frischia, the one who asked for the arrest warrant outside his office.
That Creekview mob.
Do you think that was kind of harsh to have her spend 5 days or 7 days, I believe, in jail?
I have no comment, but I'll email you on that.
He emailed us a statement saying in part, quote, Ms. Green received notices of violations. She disregarded them. Ms. Green failed to show up in court on August 19th. Her failure to abide by the court's instruction led to the arrest warrant being issued. We called and left a business card at the Creekview HOA president's home, and we called and emailed the HOA's property management company, which issued the...
There y'all go, right there. If y'all watching this video and you got this far into it, if you want to take a moment to go email or make a phone call to Creekview HOA, here's their website, and you could let them know how you feel, how they might win the stupidest people of the award year right here, Creekview Homeowners Association.
We didn't hear back from either. Legal experts say there are lessons to be learned.
Sometimes they act in a petty manner, but if they decide that you need to do something, you need to follow the rules. And when a judge tells you to do something, you have to do it.
I think that they have way too much power. I mean, I never heard of anything like this in my life.
My team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan taking
And from all the pictures I see, I mean, you see them too. This looks like a really nice neighborhood, you know?
action for you.
Wild story there. The HOA board recently hired a new property management company to enforce its regulations, which started last month.
I mean, who'd they hire? The Gestapo?
I don't know, bro.
Did they hire MS-13? I mean, this is the craziest thing I ever heard of. Man, what do y'all think about the homeowners association? I have a homeowners association in my neighborhood, and you're not supposed to have boats in your yard, but sometimes if you drive through my neighborhood, you can see people have their fishing boats in the yard. There are a couple houses that I've noticed in our neighborhood that have the fishing boats, and they've been sitting there for, half a year to a year or more, and I don't know if they've received anything from the HOA. I think HOAs are important, but I think it needs to be taken in context. You don't want to overblow something out of proportion and get to the point to where you're locking some poor woman up who has a family, who's obviously a good citizen to society. She's obviously a taxpayer. She pays her mortgage. She has a job. She pays her taxes once again, but you put her in jail because the grass wouldn't grow green enough. You know what, Creekview? Y'all are pretty pathetic. And if y'all see this, Francis, Mr. Attorney, what's wrong with you, man? You're a bad dude, man. You really need to reconsider your humanity and your compassion. That's my thoughts on it. You got anything you want to say about this, Eddie?
Nah.
All right, man. Well, we out. We'll hit y'all with another video, man. I got to take a leak.